Filters. Who loves the Snapchat filters?
Sarah.
Who loves the little bunny ears, the little bunny nose,
This guy, right?
the little ring, halo? What's wrong with that, sir? Okay, you guys know what I'm talking about though, right? So you basically have a picture or video of yourself and the Snapchat puts a filter over it that's like your tiger claws and your vampire, your Easter bunny outfit, whatever. Now listen, shh, real quick. So you guys understand how eyesight works, right? So, y'all looking up here seeing a sexy skinny Asian, right? Thank you. Thank you, Stephen. Now listen. What'd you say?
You should see him on Snapchat.
That's right. Now listen, some of y'all looking at me, and you know, like, Doug is like, that dude's skinny, I'd break him in half. You know what I mean? And then, you know, you better not mess with me, I'll break him in half, you know? And then there's some ladies in the audience who go, that dude's skinny, I'd break him in half too. You know what I mean? But then some of y'all be like, he's kind of cute, he's all right for an Asian, right? So what happens is, so light comes from the ceiling, reflects off of my shirt, olive skin, brown, and then it flies through photons in the air, goes through your eyeballs, pupils, hits your optic nerve, reflects an image. It's excitation, right? That's how eyesight works. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is this. Your eyes are not just receptors, they're actually projectors. So the first thing you want to write down is your eyes are projectors. They are letting you see the movie that when we all, if we're lucky, have the opportunity when we get older to sit down and think back about our lives. You've always heard that saying, right? You replay your life like a movie, or you know you're about to have a car wreck and you think, oh shit, I might die. Your life flashes before your eyes. You've heard that saying, right? So your eyes are also a projector, a movie of your life, okay? So, let's say there's this one person here, yes? And they're all happy, and they're looking at a, this is a little apple here, okay? What? They're looking at an apple, okay? You got it? So their eyes are projecting, and they're seeing this apple, and they say, they see there's a brown spot right here. Y'all done that before? A little brown, you're like in the grocery store, you're looking for this apple and it looks good, but you turn it on and there's a brown spot, you're like, oh, put that down, right? Why? So, what I want to tell you is this. Number 2, you have filters. Built-in filters. So this guy or gal has a filter in place that the eyes are projecting through, and they see this brown spot. And for lack of a better thing, I'll call this filter, let's call it USA. United States of America. America. And this USA filter says, ooh, brown spot, nah, I don't want that. Puts it back. Person B, standing over here, all happy, smiling, looking at this apple, sees a little brown spot. This person has a filter, and let's call this filter hunger. Poverty. Third world country. Immigrant. And it says brown spot.
Yep.
This person with a hunger filter will like go through your trash to find this little bit.
Yeah.
They will dumpster dive to get this food. People do that. Mm-hmm. When I was little, I was an immigrant, right? So when I was little, and playing with my little white friends and stuff, and we would drop candy or some whatever food on the floor, and I'd pick that up, and their parents would be like, "What are you doing? That's dirty. It's on the floor. Don't eat that." I'm like, "That's not dirty. That floor's not dirty." Like, y'all haven't seen dirt. I'll show you dirty. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I just eat it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's a filter. Okay? Now, whatever you want to believe, a very powerful filter that you guys have right now is that obesity filter. Is that true?
Yeah.
This is the trouble with obesity, is it affects how you see things. Yes or yes?
Yes.
I promise you.
Big time.
I'll give you very simple examples. You park your car and you say, I can't walk that far.
Too far.
You walk into a restaurant, I can't fit into that booth.
Mm-hmm.
Now listen, pay attention now. You have weight loss surgery and this just happened this morning. You go on a plane trip to Dubai and you snap a picture. Look at the seatbelt extender. How does this seatbelt, look how long this seatbelt is. I don't need an extender anymore. And they're surprised by it. Why? Because they're still looking through the obesity filter. That's why it's a surprise. Like I go on the plane, I don't buckle my belt and go, holy shit! Oh my God! Oh baby! Yes! Take a picture of my crotch. Put it on Facebook. Look at how much seatbelt I've got left. Does that make sense? I don't do that. Why don't I do that?
Because you have the skinny filter.
I don't have an obesity filter. It doesn't bother me. Okay. Y'all got that? So I promise you, our views are skewed. Now listen. Write this down. You have many filters. It's not one filter. You've got lots of filters. You've got lots of filters you're looking through. Okay? Is that true?
Yeah.
You got a boy. Hey, listen. I don't know y'all know this, but I'm a boy. I have a boy filter. You're a girl. You have a girl filter.
Yes.
And y'all say things that just don't make any sense to me.
Come on.
Preach! Right? But listen, y'all have an American filter. You have a white male filter. I have a small skinny Asian filter. I have an immigrant filter. I have a lawyer filter, a doctor filter. I have an uneducated filter. You had a pre-op yesterday who said, I don't read. He has an I don't read filter. He didn't say I can't read, because I made him read. He says, I don't read. Okay? So you have many filters. So the question is, where do they come from? Environment. So you're born into this environment. You're born into the USA environment that says, I don't want a brown spot on my apple.
Yeah.
That's an automatic thing. So your country, your family. Well, Dr. Baldwin's how we all eat around here. We just always have that seconds. You know, gravy makes everything taste better. So you are conditioned by your environment too. Culture. You have teachers and mentors. At some point, somebody said to you, your teacher said, she's just not good at math. Filter. I'm a no good at math filter.
That's good.
Now listen, it could have been just as simple as you didn't study for math.
Yeah.
You knew you had a test, instead you stayed up on the phone talking to your girlfriend about how cute Bobby looked in his tight blue jeans. You didn't study you didn't worry about the math test, and then the math test comes, you get an F. I just can't get this. I just can't get this material. I just can't get this material. I don't understand this addition thing. And then teacher says, she's not good at math. Now you just reinforce that. So now when you don't have the expectation to be good at math, guess what? Oh my God, if I can only get a C. If I just pass, I'll be good. Hey Mary, how's Bobby looking in his blue jeans tonight? Oh yeah, really cute. It justifies what you really want. Does that make sense? So you have many filters, teachers, mentors. preachers,
Yeah.
parents, so the people, right? So just people in general. Now here's the most screwed up one. Ourselves. We make things up ourselves. I'm not good at math. I'm just lazy. I'm a procrastinator, Dr. Vuong. I wish I was motivated like you. Shit, I'm #1 procrastinator, let me tell you. When you're smart and you're little and you're Asian and you're cute, dude, I don't study much. Don't study much. You know what I mean? So modest. I have the modest filter. Modesty filter, yeah. Okay, so y'all want to see something cool? Y'all ready for something cool?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh. Fat brain. Dr. Vuong, I got the fat brain. Dr. Vuong. How do I get my fat brain to be skinny? Who wants to know that?
I do.
Right here.
Oh my God, that's terrible. Who wants to know this?
I do.
Yes.
Dr. Vuong, how do I make my fat brain skinny brain? Dr. Vuong, NSV, my fat brain didn't take over. It wanted cookies, but I said, hell no, bitch. Here's a piece of fruit. Woohoo! Right? Woohoo! I won! No fat brain today! So let me show you something. That's not how it works. There's not one fat brain. Aha number 3, 4, 5, whatever you got today. Ready? Your fat brain is nothing but a bunch of filters. It's filters. Every single one. I'm not cute enough. I'm not smart enough. I can't afford it. Costs too much. Too far away. Too hard. Too long. Take too long. Too expensive. It's all these little fat brain filters. So your job, see, you only have a couple of skinny brain filters. Maybe I'll try this, see where it gets me. Oh, I got an F in statistics, oh yay. Right? So you don't just take your fat brain and somehow wake up one morning it's all skinny. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what you have to do is remove. So you remove, right? So just every single day, you remove a filter. You remove a fat brain filter. How do you do that, Dr. V? You ask questions. Here's the question. You want the questions? Y'all want the questions?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it true? Is this true? I can't afford that. Is that true?
No.
Is that true? I think it's probably, we could probably afford it, honey, if we really wanted to. Okay? If it's not true, then how can I do it? How can I? Because the fat brain wants to be like, I can't do it. There's no way. My husband won't let me. My boss won't give me time off work. It's just not possible. Does that make sense? So every day you kind of say, is this true? Is this true? Is this true? And then what you do is you replace. Okay? So your objective is to add, whatever you want to call it, more filters to the skinny brain. You add a skinny brain filter. And you less. Okay? Does that make sense? Now, will you ever get away from totally no fat brain filters? No. Too many years. Too many environments. So, how do you do this? Just every day, one little. Do you remember, somebody, like Tanika's too young, she doesn't know what this is. Did you guys remember the Kodak carousel? And you had the little slide projector back in elementary school? So if you're a good kid in my elementary school, which was me, you got to put in the slides for the projector for your teacher, right? And sometimes, you better get it straight, right? You better get it right. Sometimes, you know, like you get it sideways. So the teacher projects it and everyone's staring at it like that. Or it's backwards, or it's upside down. Teacher's, oh, God, Jimmy. And you have to eject it and like You know what I'm saying? Or worse than that, you get everything in, but you put it backwards. Like you put the beginning at the front at the end. So then what you want to do is now you have this slide, this carousel. And you need to start looking at every slide and saying, is this a fat brain slide? Is this a fat brain filter? Is this a fat brain filter? Slide, one by one. Okay? Does that make sense, y'all? You want to duck it up?
Yes.
Let's duck it up. What's the problem with looking at this slide one by one?
It's not who you are.
Too slow! You got thousands of these filters. It'll take you your entire life. It's just too slow. Does that make sense? So one time I was given the task of doing the carousel. So I had the carousel, and I was walking. And, teacher, I did it. I got it all in here. And oops! Tripped, and it all fell out. And teacher's like, Doc. So now I had to pick up all the filters, all the slides, and put them back in carousel and look at them again. Right? So let's duck it up. You ready? Dump it out. Dump it out. Everyone play along. You ready? Turn your head to the side. Whack your side. Dump it out. Just dump it all out. Dump out that carousel. Just dump it all out. Because I'm going to show you. Watch this now. Watch this. Everything you know. Write that down. Everything you know. You know. Underline know. Not think. You know. It's true. Everything you think you know, made you fat. Isn't that true? It made you obese. Everything. Your childhood, memories. I'm an athlete. No, that made you fat. You used to be an athlete, you're not anymore. Right? Everything. So you gotta dump it out. Dump it all out. And that's the release. That's the releasing of the weight. That's the letting it go. And release also means not just the weight, but everything you hold on to that you just know. It's this holding on that's the problem. Right? So you're going to leave here and you're going to dump it out. Yes?
Yes.
Who wants to dump it out? Ready? Dump, 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 dump. Now y'all going to leave here and be like, woohoo! I'm all empty-headed. All good. I'm an airhead. But what happens? What happens? The second you leave here, your support person is going to be, I'm kind of hungry. Let's go to Whataburger. So now one fat filter just came back in, didn't it? Oh, baby, you've been so good. You've been so good on your diet. Let's go to the buffet. Who do you think you are eating at these fancy restaurants, dinner club? Someone else just put remember? Environment, culture, television, news, teachers, preachers, mentors, everybody has put another filter back in your head the second you leave here. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that's why I tell y'all, you gotta get rid of all your negative people. Negative friends, negative husbands. Don't bring on new negative husbands. Negative jobs. Negative co-workers. Negative in-laws. Negative spouses. So, you gotta dump it out. Now guess what else you gotta do? Write this down now. We're not done yet. Dump it out again. Fire. You gotta dump it out again. Why? Because everyone's replacing. Every day, people are constantly putting back those obesity filters in you. So you gotta dump it out again. Every night, you gotta dump it out again. Right? And remember, my promise to you is to tell you, I never tell you to do something I don't do. Right? So that's what I do every night. I let go of what I believe, what I know is true. I dump it out. It might not be true tomorrow. If I wake up tomorrow and there's a brand new surgery that has better results than the sleeve, I don't sit there and go, no, the sleeve's the best. No, I'm open to it. If there's a pill tomorrow, it's like, man, it's got like no more weight loss surgery because this pill just makes you skinny. Guess what? I'm going to be the #1 salesperson for that pill. I don't sit there and hold on. I don't hold on to this belief, right? I don't hold on to the belief that my technique is the best. I think it's pretty dang good, but I try to learn. So when you dump it out, now you've made room. Does that make sense? Now you've made room for that new stuff to come in, the new opportunities. Now you see. What did I say? Your eyes are what? Now you see, because you're not looking through filters. You can see the possibilities. You can see that it's possible to start a home business, to get off disability. You can see that it's a cookie. You can control yourself around a cookie. That's a big deal. You're not obscured by these beliefs that hold you back. Dump it out again. And then you start questioning, and you are replacing filters with skinny brain filters, possibility filters. It's possible. How do I figure it out? That's commitment filters. That's endurance filters for the long haul, the long race. Does that make sense? That's the wisdom, the reading, the studying. That's what people look at me and say, he's motivated. Like, no, I just dump it all out. Work on it again. I want to tell you, if this makes sense to you, this will change your life. This is what you need. Does that make sense? Your eyes are projectors, not receptors. And you're looking at the world through these limiting filters, and it's distorting the true reality of your life that's possible. Y'all have a good group this week?
Yes.
All right. Hey, big round of applause for the last group in this session. We are done. The biggest group on record.